Hey you guys. So this is what music means to me, and I knew this was going to be the case, but I was kind of hoping it wasn't going to be. I have been in love with the Barbie movie soundtrack. This has been on repeat for me. One, you have my highlight that I've already talked about, Barbie World, but a lot of the songs on here a lot of them that I've really enjoyed are one, I'm a little biased. I do like I love Sam Smith. His voice is fantastic. So, Man I Am, I have on here, and I highly praise it. But I'm also a big fan of Haim, and their song Home I think is really good. I'll talk about that one later in like some of the lyrics. And then Billie Eilish's I want to talk about as well, so I'll talk about that one later as well. Silver Platter, Khalid, I don't know what you do. Like again, some of these some artists, like I don't know what you do. Keep doing it. Like keep resting the voice, massaging it. I don't know what you do. And then Ava Max's Choose Your Fighter. That one's fantastic. But the two I want to talk about, Home and What Was I Made For? I want to go into those lyrics, talk about them a little bit. Again, I have not listened to every single song on here. Those are just ones I like the beat got me, or again, because I'm biased. And so I was like, oh, I'll listen to it because it's you. And I'm seeing the Barbie movie tomorrow, so like, you know, other ones also may be coming on here as well. Like the whole soundtrack seems fantastic and amazing. But with the lyrics for Home by Haim, this song is very much like no matter what you've done, like no matter what's happening, no matter in regards to like the essentially like negativity, like oh, are you going through a hard time? Are you just going through life? Period. If you feel like there is that hardship, that obstacle, you can always just go home. And they make home not like it's a physical place. It's more so a state of mind. So, and that's what I firmly believe because I think for some people, they have an actual, like, yes, this is home. And for me, and I think for a lot of others, it's okay, maybe you had a hometown growing up, like that's where you spent like 18 years of your life, maybe you're still there now, but is that home to you? Or is home more so like, hey, I've got like my dog, or I have like, this possession of mine that's like very like valuable to me, or you have your significant other, or you have your family. Like, as long as you have that thing, that is home. Um, but everyone views home very differently. For myself, I view home as almost something I can carry with me. So it is like my dog, my significant other, myself, kind of you are your home because I never really had a physical place that was home. I didn't, every time the question of where's your hometown, I was like, what do I answer with? Like, do I answer with the last place I lived? Do I answer with my birthplace? Like, what is my answer? And so it becomes very difficult when it comes to that answer and that particular, I think, topic sometimes for people. Because I think the lyrics, at least for me, that really stand out here and why I essentially say what I'm saying is home is a symphony and it's bittersweet when it's cold in me. Just another river deep flowing to an ocean. I know that I may never know the future. Unpredictable. 100 choices led me here. Lessons learned with every tear. They take me home, take me home, take me home, take me home. Hold it inside my heart. Just take me home. And continuing on, I know that we'll be looking back one day. I know that we'll be looking back one day, but I trust that I could never stay the same. When everything felt so wrong, it led me to where I belong. So now I'm going home. Take me home. Just take me home. Take me home. And like I said, I feel this is something where, you are going to constantly grow. You're going to constantly learn. And no matter what that hardship is, no matter what is going on, you have that thing that is home that you can go back to. And so that is one of the reasons I really enjoy this song. Lyrics are always one, I feel, as an essential key. And then when it comes to how do you want to demonstrate, like, how do you want to present this song, I think vocally they do a fantastic job, and same with the instruments, it's done very well. And if we go to Billie Eilish's song, so these lyrics and what this song really is, again, haven't seen the movie yet, but from what I know, and especially from how this is coming across, it is going to be essential to Barbie's story. Like, her with coming to the real world, how does that impact her? What how does that make her feel? And so with listening to this song, of course, it's very slow. It's very much in Billie Eilish fashion. It's melodramatic. It it is honestly too just like very, I think, touching once you would get to the lyrics and understand what they are, because the beginning being, I used to float, now I just fall down. I used to know, but I'm not sure now what I was made for. What was I made for? Taking a drive, I wasn't ideal, looked so alive, turns out I'm not real. Just something you paid for. What was I made for? That in and of itself, especially with something you paid for, it really, I think, connects to Barbie itself. Like, kind of having this, not life crisis, but existential crisis, where what is the, like, what is going on, and kind of coming to terms with, I think, everything that is happening. And then once you get to the second verse, when did it end? All the enjoyment. I'm sad again. Don't tell my boyfriend. What was he made for? It's not what he's made for. What was I made for? Again, it's this, now you're kind of pulling this thought process that you're having about yourself. What is it now connected to other people? And even with kind of what you're going through mentally currently, when did enjoyment end? When did this kind of start? You don't want to maybe pull somebody else in. Can they handle it? I think this song, a few other ones, really hit close to the Barbie movie, especially with the one previously that I talked about, Home. I think that one too is going to be very essential. And I'm curious, once the movie goes, how these all play a part. I think they, honestly, like, everyone, any movie soundtrack and any soundtrack I think that's done takes dedication, especially depending on the project that you're doing and what you're trying to accomplish with said project. I said this in the last one that I did in regards to Barbie World with Nicki Minaj. The fact that you kind of have, I would say, a dedicated team who, in that regard, I feel like, whether you want to say they did research, didn't do research, but you kind of did that fan service as to, hey, Barbie for some people. Let's have her on this soundtrack. Would have been a missed opportunity if they didn't. But a lot of these songs, and you have a lot of these artists that I think connect in different ways to Barbie, in, like I said, in different ways where maybe stereotypically it's not Barbie, but in other avenues and other states of mind it is. And especially too with what they could write and with what maybe they connect with in regards to the messaging of this movie. I think honestly they hit it out of the park. And it's not, I think they have a good balance of, hey, we have songs across the board where you've got like some pop songs, you've got some like I said, melodramatic songs, you've got different artists on here. And I think again that really speaks to, I think, this movie as a whole, what it's supposed to be. And so I applaud. I applaud it. I'm excited. I hope a lot of people enjoy it. I also hope its competitor Oppenheimer, does well also. So yeah, I highly recommend, like, a lot of these songs I think are going to be very good, especially if you have a specific artist that you were looking forward to. I know Lizzo has a song on here, Dua Lipa does, a bunch of different artists across the board. But these are just ones right now that I have. Give it time. Once I see the movie, normally that's what it takes. Then I add more. But it's a great soundtrack. Highly recommend. So feel free to leave your thoughts down below. If you've seen the movie, listened to any of the songs, what you think of some of the songs I talked about, any thoughts really, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye.